What is going on, guys? My name is the California Cougar, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Pokemon Sapphire Team Blaziken Edition. Last time, we faced the first three members of the Elite Four and successfully defeated them, although Glacia took 2 tries to take down because that Walrein managed to land a Sheer Cold on Milotic and pretty much ruined the battle for me from there. I just had no chance afterwards, but thankfully... Thankfully, we got through on our second try, and now here we are up against the final member of the Elite Four. So, I healed up my team off camera. I also switched around all the items. I've got Altaria up front. I got Icarus leading off this battle. Let's do it. Alright, here we go. This is Drake, the Dragon Master. So much like Lance in Fire Red, this guy is a Dragon type Master. Alright, here we go. For the last time, hopefully, cue the epic music. Gosh, I love the intro to this music. Alright. So he leads off with his Shelgon. So Shelgon, the evolved form of Bagon, it's at level 52. It's a Dragon type Pokemon. And it knows the moves Dragon Claw, Rock Tomb, Protect, and Crunch. So that's its moveset. I don't know how it can use Crunch or even Dragon Claw for that matter. It doesn't have claws and it doesn't have a mouth. But either way, it's a Dragon type, which means it's weak to Dragon. So we're going to use our own Dragon Claw. Ah, not quite enough. Damn. Oh, he's going to use Rock Tomb. That's kind of annoying, because it's super effective, and it will drop my speed. Alright, so he's probably going to full restore here, so we'll just go ahead and use another Dragon Claw. I'd rather not risk Sing missing. So, we'll just use Dragon Claw here. Alright, didn't do quite as much damage. One more should do it, though. He's going to fire back with his own Dragon Claw. Thankfully, it doesn't kill. Alright, so yeah, it's a pure dragon, so it's weak to dragon and ice, of course. But yeah, this thing's not too hard to take down. It's easy enough. Alright, so now he's got his own Altaria. Now you might think, go to Milotic here. Go to Milotic here. Well, I actually want to keep Milotic as healthy as possible for the rest of this battle. And I'm not sure if Milotic will be able to one-shot Altaria, and Altaria could outspeed for all I know. So, I'm going to go to Rex here, because he has Ancient Power, which will still be super effective. Alright, so there's Altaria. We've seen Altaria before. It's kind of like Winona's Altaria. It knows Takedown, Dragon Breath, Dragon Dance, and Refresh. So, unlike Winona's Altaria, it does not have Earthquake, but it does have Takedown, which is a decently powered move, although it's not a stab move. We're going to use Ancient Power. Alright, so he's going to go for Dragon Dance. That's fine. So, raises his attack and speed. We resist Takedown, so hopefully it won't make too much of an impact if that's what it goes for. Alright, so Ancient Power is going to do a little over half. Ooh, and we got the Omni Boost. Nice. That's going to help. So yeah, don't bother putting status on this thing because it has Refresh. It also has Natural Cure, and Drake could withdraw Altaria. But yeah, we're just going to finish this thing off with one more Ancient Power. It's going to go for Dragon Breath. Alright, didn't paralyze, that's good. And there we go, that should take it down, and there we go, Altaria goes down. Alright, so now we're at level 46. And we're learning Fury Cutter. Except we're not, because Fury Cutter is kind of a garbage move. It is a stab move, but it's a really weak stab move. So we're not going to learn it right now. Flygon. Okay, so I'm a little conflicted here because I could potentially keep him in here, because I got the Omni Boost. So all my stats are higher. I think I'm going to stay in the game here. We're going to stay in the game against this Flygon. So, he has 2 Flygons, and they're both the same level and same gender, so once again, I have no idea which one is which. One of them has Flamethrower, Crunch, Dragon Breath, and Sand Attack. The other one has Fly, Dig, Dragon Breath, and Sandstorm. So, I'm going to use a return. Okay, this is the one with Sandstorm. So he has Fly, Dig, Dragon Breath, and Sandstorm. Alright, so we're going to use return. And with the Omni Boost, this should do a lot of damage. Okay, that did just under half. Okay, so I don't think another return's quite gonna kill, so I'll go with an Aerial Ace. Okay, so he's gonna go Dragon Breath. No paralysis, that's good. Okay, now I think we're at the point where return will knock this thing out. I don't know if it's in full restore range, but... Okay, it's not, so... Assuming we... Okay, paralyzed, that sucks. But if we get through this Flygon should go down. And there we go. Flygon goes down. Alright, so Flygon number 2 is going to come in. So again, same level, same gender. This one knows Flamethrower, Crunch, Dragon Breath, and Sand Attack. So, if he goes for Sand Attack, I could go for Aerial Ace, but I think he's going to try and kill me here, so I'm going to use Return. Okay, Dragon Breath. I should live this. I do. And we're going to be able to get this Return off. Okay, unfortunately that didn't do as much as I was hoping. And Armaldo's probably going to go down here, I would imagine. Yep, okay. That's fine. So, let's see, who do I want to send in? I could send in Blaziken and go for something and like try and set up Bulk Up. But if he goes for Sand Attack, I'm worried about Sand Attack. He's probably going to outspeed Milotic, so I don't want to send him in. I don't want to send Milotic in. We'll just send in Ragnarok. Alright, so the Sandstorm goes down. That's good. And I'm going to use a Bulk Up. And he is faster. That's annoying. I swear, this Dragon Breath always paralyzes me. It just does. Okay. So, I'm going to use Bulk Up one more time. He's just going to keep using Dragon Breath. That's bad. And I'm paralyzed. God damn it. Well, that was a waste. He's just going to keep spamming Dragon Breath. Okay, so now we're going to send in Wong. I should have just sent Wong in to begin with. It knows Crunch, but I'm hoping that I can get a Calm Mind off. Okay, just don't drop my special defense. Don't crit. Okay, so I'll live another one, assuming it doesn't crit. Alright. And now we'll go for Psychic. Just don't crit. Okay, good. And hopefully this will do enough to kill. We're at +1. And it does! Alright, Gardevoir finally gets his first kill of the Elite Four, believe it or not. Kind of surprising, but yeah. So up next is his Salamence. So this is what we wanted to keep Columbus healthy for, because this thing is a monster, and you'll see. Alright, so there's Salamence. It's got Intimidate, so it drops my physical attack. It's level 55. It knows the moves Flamethrower, Dragon Claw, Crunch, and Fly. And it is Dragon Flying, so Ice Beam should kill it. But the thing about Salamence is it's the pseudo-legendary of this game. So it's like Dragonite and Fire Red. So we're going to use Ice Beam. It's going to go for Dragon Claw. I have good special defense, so I should tank this well. And there we go. Alright, and hopefully this will do enough to kill. And it is! And there we go. So yeah, you want Ice Beam solely for this Salamence. Like, this Salamence can absolutely destroy you if you don't have an Ice attack of some sort. So yeah. So Drake was a little bit of trouble, but not too bad. But yeah, ideally you want like a fast Ice Beam user. So like Kyogre's really good in this entire Elite Four if you want to use a legendary. because it can use things like Ice Beam, 100% accurate Thunder, like Rain Boosted Surf, Hydro Pump, whatever. Like, there's a lot of things that Kyogre's great for in this Elite Four. Alright, so we'll revive our team here. Alright. Okay, so go ahead and use a Hyper Potion there. We're just going to heal up our team. Alright, Lemonade. And we'll get Ragnarok here. And I believe a Soda Pop will be enough to heal. Okay, no, that's not quite enough. That's 63. So we'll use a Lemonade on Columbus. Alright. So now we gotta switch the items around. So first things first, I want to give the Mystic Water to Milotic. I gave it the Never Melt Ice, so that its Ice Beam would be more powerful. So there's that. Let's see, I want to give the Focus Band. I guess I'll give it to Icarus. He's holding the Amulet Coin. And then the Amulet Coin, I'm going to give that to Manny. He's holding the Soft Sand, but I don't think it's going to matter too much, because I know I'm going to use Manny throughout this battle. And then the Shell Bell, who do I want to give that to? See, I think he's holding the Quick Claw, so I'm not going to give it to him. Can I give it to Blaziken, maybe? Yeah, I'll give it to him. Why not? Alright. So let me double check what items we have. Also, I want Juan to lead for this final battle. Alright, so yeah, he's holding the Magnet. Actually, I'll give him the Soft Sand. I'll give the Amulet Coin to Wong. Alright. There we go. Alright, so let's go fight the champion. I am nervous for this battle. It's a battle that could go either way, I think. I think Milotic's gonna be the one to step up here. Alright, so we'll save the game one last time. And it's time to challenge the champion. So let me just double check, make sure that... Okay, yes, Wong is leading. Let's go. And look who it is. It's Steven. Alright, here we go. Alright guys, this is attempt number 3. This guy's really pissing me off right now. He keeps sending in, like, I've done runs where I had Milotic out in front of his Claydol, and he sends in his Armaldo afterwards. But he keeps sending in his Metagross, and that's really screwing me up. So, let's try this again. We've got the same lead. Alright. So yeah, we know it's Steven. Alright, come on. Send in your frickin' Armaldo first, please. That would be great. Alright, so he sends in his Skarmory. That's his leadoff Pokemon. So this thing has Steel Wing, Toxic, Aerial Ace, and Spikes. So he's weak to flying, so we're going to use Thunderbolt. He's going to go for Spikes. That pretty much makes it so that every time I put a new Pokemon in, if it's not a flying type, then it die, or then it takes damage. It doesn't die, but it takes damage. Although if it died, it would be so OP. But yeah, he's going to go for Steel Wing. Oh, he got the defense boost, but that doesn't really matter because his special defense is still the same, so Thunderbolt should still kill him. Alright, and there we go. Alright, Cradilly. So Cradilly comes in. We're going to switch into Ragnarok, because he's fighting type, so we'll have super effective stab damage. We do take Spikes hits, which sucks, but yeah, this thing is a grass rock type. It's the evolved form of Lileep, which you can get from the root fossil in the desert. Basically the counterpart to Armaldo. So we're going to use Brick Break. That'll be super effective. He has Ancient Power, Confuse Ray, Sludge Bomb, and Giga Drain. That's what he has. Alright. And he's going to go for Ancient Power. Alright, so we should be able to knock him out with a Brick Break here. And there we go. Alright, so 2 down. Yeah, this guy never gave me a problem. Cradilly was always fine. It used Confuse Ray in my first attempt, but we broke through it on the second try, and we were able to knock it out. Alright. Aggron. Last time I put Blaziken in against Aggron, that was a foolish decision. So we're just gonna put Columbus in. Because Columbus can one-shot this thing with Surf, believe it or not, even though it's like 10 levels lower. But yeah, this thing has Earthquake, Dragon Claw, Thunder, and Solar Beam. It is a Rock Steel type. So 4 times weak to both ground and fighting. However, it's got really good physical defense. Not great special defense though, so a Surf should easily take care of this. Alright, and there we go. Alright, so Claydol's going to come in next. So, I almost want to switch. Like, who could I switch in here? I could go Gardevoir. But I feel like Gardevoir could be useful later in the battle. Maybe I go with Armaldo, or... yeah, what could I go with here? You know, I'm going to stick with Columbus. So yeah, it's a ground psychic type. It knows Earthquake, Ancient Power, Light Screen, and Reflect. Okay, he's going to go for Reflect. He outsped me there. I don't know why, but... I'm hoping Surf will do some damage. Alright, there we go. We must be speed tied. Yeah, because now I outspeed him. Alright, but perfect. He doesn't get any light screens up, which is good. Alright. Okay. He's sending in Metagross again. Jesus Christ. Alright. I'm going to stay in this time because I have more health. And he put up Reflect and not Light Screen, so I need to stall this thing long enough for Earthquake to kill. So we're going to go with Surf. And he's going to go for Earthquake, of course. But luckily we can just recover. Jeez, that did way more damage than I was expecting. But yeah, we can just recover. Alright. I'm just going to keep spamming recover until... I'm just going to keep going until the Reflect wears off. Because I need to get a clean switch into Donphan here. Hang in there, Milotic. Okay, Reflect just wore off. So, we're going to go ahead and... I'm just going to go with Icarus. Okay, now he goes for Meteor Mash. That's not great, actually. So we'll go for Sing. Nope, he's going to go for Psychic. That's going to kill. That sucks. Ooh! Focus Band coming in clutch! Come on, hit him. Get him, Altaria. Get him. Yes! Let's go. Let's freaking go. Focus Band coming up clutch. Alright. So now we get a clean switch into Donphan here. He's asleep, so we should be able to do some damage. We do take Spike's hits. Good, he stays asleep. Alright. So now we're going to go for Earthquake. Stay asleep. Let's go. Knock this thing out. Come on, Donphan. You can do it. Let's freaking go. Sit down, Metagross. Let's go. What a clutch focus band by... What a clutch focus band by Altaria there. Alright, so now he's going to send in his Armaldo. Armaldo has Ancient Power, Slash, Aerial Ace, and Water Pulse. We have an Armaldo, so we know what they're like. So we're just going to stay in here, and we're going to go for... Actually, no, I'm going to go for Earthquake just because Iron Tail can miss. This guy doesn't have very good special attacks, so I don't think this will do too much. Okay, no confusion. That's good. Let's just get that guaranteed damage in. Alright, there we go. Alright. Okay, so he's going to kill me here, but the good news is... Yeah, we would not have gotten that hit in if Icarus didn't hang on. The good news is Columbus should be able to survive spikes, so we're going to send him out here. God, to think, I almost had a walk-off Ancient Power from my Armaldo in our second attempt. This Armaldo just barely hung on, which was unfortunate. But, luckily, this time, we outspeed. Surf should kill. This thing does not have the best special defense. Boom. Sit down. Let's go. Sit down. I don't know how important hanging on with Focus Band there was, but man, it came up clutch in this battle. Let's go. And there it is. We are officially the champion. It took 3 attempts, but we are finally the champion. Alright, and look at this. How the hell did May get here? Did she beat the Elite Four? I don't think so. Yeah, we haven't seen May in a while. Not since Lily Cove, I don't think. And look at this. There's Professor Birch. How did these two get in here? As far as I'm concerned, you have to beat the Elite Four to get here. So, like, how did you get here? But whatever. We're now the champion. Yeah, I could use more quantity. I don't care about my Pokedex. Alright. So now, we're going into the final room. May tries to follow us. Yeah. Alright. And here we are. Okay, well, it took 3 attempts, but finally we are the champions. Alright, so Gardevoir won the Gardevoir, Manny the Donphan, Rex the Armaldo, Ragnarok the Blaziken, Icarus the Altaria, and Columbus the Milotic. I gotta say, Columbus was the MVP of this for sure. Without Toxic Recover, I don't think we ever would have gotten here. Yeah, because just my team is kind of slow, honestly. I think Milotic's the fastest member of my team, believe it or not. But yeah, we are the new champions. Alright, so the credits are going to roll now. We're going to skip the credits. Alright, because no one really cares about them. So we'll just reset the game. And here we are, we're back in Little Root Town. So we'll head down and look at this. It's Norman, our dad's home. We haven't seen him since we battled him in the Petalburg gym. Alright, so he's going to give us the SS ticket. So yeah, ticket for a ferry to Lily Cove, supposedly. Alright. So now he's going to go back to the gym. What does our mom have to say? Yeah, he should relax. Alright, so now we can look at this TV here. A red flying Pokemon in various Hoenn locales? Not yet been determined. So yeah, basically this mentions a red flying Pokemon. So we'll be able to look for that somewhere in the Hoenn region. But yeah, first things first, we want to fly over to Moss Deep because there's actually something we can do in Moss Deep. So, unfortunately, we're going to have to box a Pokemon real quick. Alright. So we'll go ahead, let's see. We'll box Milotic for now, we'll pick it up right away. But yeah, anyway, if we go to Moss Deep, and we come up here, we can pick up this Pokeball here. And we can get a Beldum. So Beldum, we're not gonna nickname it. So Beldum, it's at level 5. And this is actually the pre-evolution of Metagross. So Steel Psychic. Right now it only knows Takedown, but yeah, you have to evolve it. But yeah, it's the first evolution of Metagross. So we can read this letter here. And this is actually Steven's note here. And he wants us to take it. He wants us to take the Beldum. So yeah. Now I believe there's one thing I forgot to do earlier in the game. Okay, it's not here. It's in one of the houses up here in Moss Deep. I know that. Let's see. It might be this one. Okay, no, it's not this one. Which one is it? I can never remember which house it is. Okay, there's no house up here. Is there? Okay, there's a house here. Let's see if I can actually go in it. Okay, there we go. Okay, now you have to talk to Wingull. Okay, so yeah, that Wingull's gonna fly out. So if you remember from Fortree City, so I'll fly back to Fortree. So first things first, we'll pick up our Mon here. We'll also drop any items we don't need. Okay. Alright, so at this point we don't really need that. Don't need these. Don't need that, that. Yeah, just make room in our bag. Oops, no, not item storage. Yeah, we're trying to get our Milotic back. Alright. And if you remember, in Fortree, there was a house that also sent a Wingull out. And it was one of these. Nope, not this one. I know it wasn't that one. I think it was this one up here. Yes, it is. Alright, so if we talk to this guy, he gives us a mental herb. So yeah, it's an item that if it's holding it and it gets attracted, it'll snap out of it. So that could have been useful, I guess. But yeah, anyway, now we're going to head over to Slateport, and we are going to cut it off there, and we will continue the post-game in the next part. So yeah, we'll make our way up here. So yeah, make sure to hit the thumbs up button if you enjoyed this video. Make sure to hit the subscribe button for more content to come in the future. We'll go ahead and save the game here, and in the next part, we will continue on with the post game. So stay tuned for that next part, and until that next part, once again, my name is the California Cougar, and always remember, stay California cool. Peace!